Hello again, YouTube. Welcome to another video over South Carolina Living. Today we are playing around with, yes, purple sweet potatoes. This is some purple sweet potatoes. We actually are growing some of these, but these particular ones we bought at our local flea market from somebody else who grew them. And we're doing a couple different things with them. We're going to be grinding them up and making flour, sweet potato flour, out of the purple sweet potatoes. That way we can actually make things that'll be, well, for one, they'll be purple, and others they'll have a lot more vitamins and minerals in them than regular flour will have in it. But it's a long, drawn-out process. So what you have to do is you have to take them, we chop them up, dry them a little bit, throw them in the blender, blenderize them a little bit, so it comes out to this consistency here. This still has some moisture in it, so now this has to get dried again, or dried more, and then we're going to blender it again into a finer powder, then sift it, get the finer stuff out, see if it needs to be dried any farther, blender it again until it gets all down to the same finite powder that we need for flour. Like I said, that's a very long, drawn-out process, so I'm not going to bore you with it, but these are the steps that it takes to do that. And hopefully when we're done, we're going to be able to have interesting flour to make, I don't know, maybe we'll make some purple cookies or cake or pancakes or, I don't know, something, muffins. But you'll be able to use purple flour to do it with, so that's what we're doing there. The next thing we're doing is we are making homemade chips. We have used the rival cutter and sliced up all of the sweet potatoes into thin wedges, and we've watched a couple of YouTube videos, and we're going to make up a few different recipes here, trying a few different things to see what we like. The first thing was to put some olive oil on them, so that's what my wife is doing right now. She's coating all of them in some olive oil. We're going to try some taco seasoning, we're going to try some garlic powder, we're going to try some cayenne powder, we're going to try maybe some hot pepper flakes, we're going to try a couple different recipes, and we're also going to try to put them in our dehydrator, and we're also going to try some in the oven and see which ones work best. And when we get to those stages, we'll let you in. Okay, we have made up these ones here. We have done this original Oriental 5-spice, Oriental 5-spice, and this is actually Himalayan salt that we have ground up finer. It's not actually garlic powder, and Himalayan. So we have done 2 teaspoons of this and a half a teaspoon of salt. Mix that one up. In this one we have the half of a teaspoon of the Himalayan salt. We have 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper ground up, and 1 of garlic, and then we're going to mix that one up. And in this one we have taco seasoning mixed with the oil. We're going to mix that one up. This one already has a lot of salt in there in the taco seasoning, so we're not going to add additional salt. And then we're going to do portions of this in the dehydrator of all 3, and portions in the oven, and see which one turns out which way, so that we can add that to our recipe for next time we make them. Okay, we've gotten all 3 different styles on the cookie sheet here ready to go in the oven. As per the video that we saw on YouTube, 175 for like 2 hours, they said. So that's what we got them on here. We've got the taco seasonings are these 3 rows. These ones here are the garlic and cayenne pepper row. And this one here is the salt and Oriental seasoning rows here. So we're going to put these in the oven. Then we've got our dehydrator trays going, and we're going to be putting all the rest on dehydrator trays, probably 2 trays of each different type. The first one I've already put in the machine, and it filled up like a tray and a half, so these will probably do about the same, but we'll end up with 2 trays of each, and we'll show you how they turn out. Okay, this is our dehydrator. It's a Cabela's. We have the temperature set for 140. We've got 5 trays in here. The taco one is on the bottom. The Oriental spice ones are the top one, which is basically one and part of a tray. And then the garlic and cayenne pepper ones are going to be these two here. And we're going to let those go. We'll check them in a couple hours, just like the same time as we're cooking in the oven, and see how they turn out. Okay, we have let these bake in the oven for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So they got kind of crispy-ish to us. Crispy-ish, yeah. It's like a chip. That'll be good. Like I said, we got the taco ones. We got the cayenne pepper ones, and then the Oriental seasoning ones. So that's the three different ones we have on here. And I tasted one of these. Definitely good. Let's try one of these cayenne ones. Tastes like a chip.
It's a hot.
Whoo, that's got some kick to it. Wow. Let me try one. One of the taco ones. I really can't taste too much of the taco. The taco one tastes like taco. I have burn on this.
I taste
that was pretty good.
I taste the
but yeah,
Oriental.
these are good. This does have some good kick to it though. Alright, now we just have to wait for the ones in the dehydrator to finish, and then we can see what the consistency is of those. Okay, we got some of the dehydrator ones done. These are the Asian seasoning or Oriental seasoning one here. These ones here are the cayenne pepper ones, and that is these two trays here. Some of them finished up and some didn't. I got them separated here so you can see the difference possibly. These ones here are lighter colored compared to these, which are darker. Maybe if I put one next to the other ones, maybe you can see it a little bit better. You can see that one is darker. That's how we can tell that it's not quite done yet. It's still a little chewy. It's not as crunchy. So we're going to put these back in for a little bit longer. These were in there for 3 hours in the dehydrator so far, and that's what we got. These we're going to take off and pile up. This tray we're going to put back into the machine and let it run for a little while longer, and then we're going to pull out the last ones, which is the taco seasoning ones, and we'll check those as well. Okay, we are on the heating of our sweet potato granules here that we're going to be making the flour out of. And like I said, we've already broken it down once, threw it into the blender, and got the crumbles. And then now we got this in the oven here, drying out even farther. Now that it's broken down smaller, it'll be a little bit easier. And then over here, we put it in the blender, and then now we are sifting out all the bigger chunks and getting the fine flour out of it, which is what we want to get. And then we're going to just keep grinding, blendering this down until it gets to the fine powder that we need. And you can see here we got a pile going here of what is going to end up being more blenderized until it all looks like this good stuff here. Don't know how many potatoes it was, or sweet potatoes it was that we started with, but it's not going to make a whole bunch of flour. But luckily most of the recipes you need don't take a lot of flour. And again, it's purple. It's purple flour. Nobody else has that, so it'll be really cool with different types of recipes. Okay, we have finished up making all of our wonderful purple sweet potato chips, and we've kind of bagged them up here, making them with all the different flavors. And it actually made quite a few. I mean, these are, you know, this is like a sandwich bag size bag of them. You can see that they're, compared to my hand, they're not very big round circles because of how we sliced them. We didn't do them on the diagonal. We just cut them in the machine straight on. Since it was our first time, you know, you live, you learn. But you can see these are absolutely purple. These are all the different ones that we made, the different spices. Very fun, very fun. This is the purple sweet potato flour. This is a quart jar, and this is a Frigo can. It's got almost halfway full. It was all the way full. We actually set some of this to our kids so that they can use it to make stuff with it. Now, you know, of course, when you make stuff with the purple sweet potato flour, you do have to mix it with regular flour. It just takes less of it, and it does come out purple-ish colored. I have a sample of something we made an Asian pancake here. Don't know if you can see purple showing up on the camera, but it did make it come out darker because my wife also used some wheat flour when she made these. But you can absolutely taste the sweet potato flavoring in the Asian pancake. And like I said, it is purple on the inside, so it is kind of weird, but it tastes good. So this is what we got all completed for today's SC Living video. So please like, share, subscribe. If you like this kind of thing, we have plenty of other videos on here. If not, we also have our other channel, which is under Storage Chasers, because we are storage unit buyers and resellers. So if you're interested in something like that, please go and check out that channel as well. But as always, talk to you later.